You look at game film from Washington State last year, what games really stuck out to you? Was it that, like the Oregon first half, Stanford, you were playing?
You know, you look and, you know, they almost beat Stanford last year, which was an excellent team. They played Oregon extremely close. Of course, I got a chance to see Oregon up close last year, and so I can kind of relate to their talent and how they go about their business. And they're capable of playing, even last year, capable of playing good football. I think sometimes they got behind and it kind of snowballed on them, but we're really expecting a much improved team. And anytime you got experience, anytime you have the same coaches back for the second year, it's a great advantage. And they know a lot about their team.
Coach, earlier we were talking about the importance of a good start in the team. Do you feel any pressure personally to do well in your first game?
Well, I mean, you know, that comes from within. It doesn't matter if it's first game or any game. I mean, I want us to play well. I want us to do things right, to be disciplined, to protect the football, play hard. You know, so you know, it's no different than any others. But you know, I think it's common sense. We got a team that you know, they had great struggles last year, and so definitely it'd be great to get off to a good start.
Gus, can you talk about the defensive front four? Have you guys got enough bodies to go out there and have a good two deep rotation?
Yeah, I think so. You know, Coach Garner is, you know, he's going to rotate a lot of guys, and especially when you're playing a team that's going to throw it a lot or could throw it a lot. You know, you've got to have depth. Being the first game of the year, that'll be very important.
The backups, are you confident that they're ready to go in?
I think so. You know, I think everybody we put on the field, you know, we feel like we'll be prepared and have a chance to show what they can do.
Guys, besides Steve Ford and Jonathan Jones, is there anyone you can definitely rule out for Saturday?
Not right now.
Gus, with a first-time starter at quarterback, you've had quite a few. Are there certain keys you look for early to tell you whether he's comfortable or whether he's a little overwhelmed?
Yeah, I think, you know, you try to strategically get your quarterback off to a good start, stuff that he's comfortable with and familiar with and has confidence in. And then, you know, as the game gets going on, you kind of get a feel when they come to the sidelines, how they're taking things in. And, you know, so we'll definitely keep that in mind, you know, early in the game.
How confident are you that Tony Stevens will be available Saturday?
We're hoping.
This is it's a new first route. What do you like on game day, the hours leading up to it?
Well, I've got a routine. You know, I like to get up real early and just kind of go through the film one last time, and then you get with your team and you have walkthroughs and just try to play the game in your mind in many situations that may come up, and then you get to the stadium and then, you know, you just have your normal routine and you get ready.
Have you decided how you're going to handle team captain?
Not yet.
Gus, multiple times leading up to this week, we've heard from you and Rhett mentioning trying to find a #1 receiver, and it seems like we've heard multiple names, but do you still feel like that's a question mark heading into the opener?
Yeah, I think so. We need to find a go-to receiver. And, you know, in 2009, when we, you know, first got here, we were saying the same thing, and we thought we had a chance. You know, we thought Darvin Adams had a chance to be, but he showed it on the field, and that's kind of, you know, when I say that I'm real curious to see how some of our guys respond, the receivers. We need somebody to step up to be a go-to guy, and how you do that is you prove it on Saturdays. It's not just practice, and so you know, that'll be definitely something that we'll be looking forward to seeing.
On your tailbacks, Artis Payne coming off as well. Is he the guy who can carry the ball about as much as Trey, or he guys?
Yeah, I think so. You know, him and Trey both are, you know, they're pretty much on equal ground right now going into this first game. They've both had outstanding fall camps. Corey Grant's a guy you could see in the mix too. I think the best thing is we feel like we got some quality depth, you know, at the running back position going in, and you can never have enough of that.
How would you describe Corey's?
Totally out for offense this year?
He's made the transition to defensive back, and we're letting him, especially being a freshman, really focus on playing corner and special teams.
How would you define Corey Grant's role in this offense?
Well, Corey, you know, he's definitely a speed guy, but he's a strong guy, and he can do the different things we ask our tailbacks to do. So you could see him doing just like Trey and Cameron.
Do you have any amount of time or touches that you like Corey to get Saturday?
Not so much. Now, there is certain guys on offense that we do want to have certain touches, but can't say right now that Corey's one of those guys.
Because we settled in on the returners at this
we're getting closer.
Guys, when you have that one last conversation with your quarterback before he gets out on the
Yeah.
field, especially with a guy like Nick, his
Yeah.
first game in a, D1 quarterback,
Mhm.
what kind of things do you wanna try to get across to him to kind of maybe settle him down?
Yeah.
Because I know his mind's probably going.
Well, I think anytime you got a first year starter, I mean, when it gets closer, I mean, you're wanting to give them confidence, that you believe in them, you trust them, and, that they're gonna do great. I mean, you just wanna, cause you've already done the work, you've already done the preparation, it's just a matter of, hey, you're a guy, go out there and do your thing and have fun. So that's more or less the message that, we'll have for Nick.
Gus, how's the pace been in practice? You guys at where you wanna be pace-wise?
I think so. I think our guys are in a good spot right now. I think they've learned how to practice. They've learned how to fight through, short periods of fatigue and to push on. So I'll be curious to see how we respond out there to that. But as of right now, in practice, it's going pretty good.
With two offenses that like to go and go fast and move the ball, does that put a strain on your defense? Have you thought about game plan offensively?
Well, I think as a course, you always think about, what gives your team the best chance of winning. You gotta see how the game unfolds. It just depends on, what gives you the best chance of winning. So, we'll see how that unfolds.
So that means you don't plan on just slowing things down right off the
Well,
bat?
really, from our standpoint, we never plan on starting out slowing things down, because pace is one of our advantages. But as the game gets going on, we're always gonna do what gives our team the best chance of winning. We're not gonna be stubborn to the point that we're gonna put, anybody in a bind. But, at the same time, if you're successful, you keep doing stuff.
How's the relationship between you and Rhett in the game? Do you call plays? Does he call plays? You guys kind of just go back and forth off each other if somebody gets a hot hand?
Yeah, me and Rhett know each other very well. We have our plan going in that that we're both on top of. We're always thinking about adjustments, the what ifs. If they do this, what's our answer? And so we do it together. I mean, I'll be the one that actually calls the plays, but he will be the guy that will actually be on the sideline, looking at it from a different standpoint. He's a very good compliment, and I have a lot of confidence in him.
Does it ever come down where he wants to run something and you just veto? I mean, obviously you have veto power.
There's not much. There's not much. Usually we're on the same page. I do trust him if he's adamant about something. I can tell when it's just a casual thought, and then when it's something serious. And he's got a gift. He's not wrong very often.
Decide who's going to be in the booth for you offensively and defensively?
Yeah. Damian will be in the booth for us offensively. Ellis, Coach Smith will be in the booth for us defensively.
Take a few more. Anything else? All right, Coach.
Okay.
Thank you very much.